glad that you are here this morning. Parents, grandparents, aunties, uncles, we know you're here for a very special event. This is our last 7-minute school year. It is where we do our awards recognition to recognize the achievement of your young people. Can we give them a hand for their hard work this year? We're going to begin with a word of prayer, but before we do, students, I think you need to maybe turn and face your families, and we need to give them some applause because they've carried you, they've prayed for you, they've worked hard with you to get you to this moment. So parents, thank you. Grandparents, thank you. Aunties, uncles, friends, thank you for being a part of their educational learning journey. We can't do what we do without you, so thank you. Let's bow our heads for a word of prayer. Father God, we just want to come together as a school community this morning and thank you for bringing us to the end of another successful school year. We want to lift up our families, our students, and recognize that they've worked hard this year. They're getting these academic achievement awards today. And yes, they worked hard for them, but they could not have done it without you working in their life. So we thank you for how you worked in each student's life this year and for being with them every step of the way. Be with us in our program this morning. This I pray in your name. Amen. All right, so we're going to just give you a quick outline since we don't have a program this morning. We're going to kick things off with music awards by Mrs. Schaefer. Then we're going to have Coach Matt come up and talk about track and field record breakers. Mrs. Alcal will follow up with appreciation for our athletic coaches. We'll do then classroom academic awards. Then we'll do our honor roll recognitions. And then we'll do our baptism recognitions. Then our homeschool will have some recognitions after the conclusion of that. And then our yearbook reveal. At this time, I'll call up Mrs. Schaefer.
They're getting up study hall, music every day for band choir, and getting a bit of sleep coming to hymnals before school. There are 12 this year, so I call your name, come on up and grab your certificate and gift card. They are Isaac Wu, Audrey Dawson, Annalise Rosenay, Beckham Hahn, Ricky Winslow, Lucia Younger, Angelica Kelly, Wesley Jessel, Julia Rashkina, Olivia McGill, Madeline Phelan, and Alexander Pizarro.
All right, I am here to talk to everyone about track and field and great days that we had Thursday and Friday. Super excited to announce that we do have a few records that were broken. So it's always cool to be able to look at the list and then see that records are broken. Because the truth is, every kid that was in events gave their best. And so there were years where not one record was broken. This year we had 3 different records that were broken. And I would say that these go back for about 35 years when I looked at the sheet, like how far some of these records go back. So there were records that have been there for a while. We're going to have, when I announce this, the record, we'll have that person stand up and we'll give them a good round of applause. So we have, in 3rd and 4th grade, our girls, a long jump record that was broken, 10 feet 4 inches. And for those of you who don't know, when you have the opportunity, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders to look at how far you went, this will give you a good idea of how far this jump really is. It is a 13-year-old record that was broken, and that record was broken by Lola. All right, thank you, Lola. You can have a seat. We had another record broken, and this record is a 21-year-old record. Okay? So with that, to give you perspective, way back in 2005 was when this record was made, much before all of you were born or thought of. And this was in the 50-meter, 7.63 by 3rd, 4th grade girl, Lola. All right. 8 years ago, we brought in a new event. We took away our discus just because it was a little difficult to hold on to for a lot of kids, and we went to what we call the turbo jab, kind of like a small version of a javelin. And we had a record set that year because it was the first time we'd ever done it. All right? And see how that works. Now, this year though, that record was broken by one of our 7th and 8th grade boys with 112 feet and 5 inches, Cooper. In the world, how far did that go? That's what my mind was saying, and I had no clue. But I was like, well, that has to have been really, really good. And it was. So, hey, I just wanted to also say just thank you to all the people who came and volunteered and helped with track and field. For what you don't know is that day never occurs without the assistance of volunteers. And of course, our teachers. Our teachers are wonderful, but we still need other people, and I thank you for stepping up and helping us and making it a great day. All right, thank you.
Hello, everyone. I just want to take a minute to talk about athletics this year. Some of you may not know we have a lot of things going on during the school year. In the fall, it starts out with our league volleyball. We have 5th and 6th and 7th and 8th grade volleyball here. That goes along with our co-ed soccer team that is part of our league for 6th through 8th graders. Then we kind of transition over to basketball. We have 5 and 6 boys and girls basketball. We have ABL that starts as low as 1st graders that play in our Adventist basketball league at PAA, up through 5th graders. And then we go into our varsity basketball season with our league. And after varsity basketball is done, we still have our Adventist kind of league of soccer so that our 3rd and 4th graders and 5th and 6th graders get to play soccer in the spring. So we have lots going on every year. If you were a part, students, if you were a part of any of those, ABL, any of the soccer teams, the volleyball teams, any of the basketball teams, could you please stand up? Our boys basketball varsity won our 2nd place in our league, and our girls basketball won the championship. So we had a great year, and it happens because of you guys just putting in all that extra time and practice into your day. So thank you all. It could not happen, though, if we did not have coaches and volunteers that help us with all of our team sports. So if you were a part of coaching this year for ABL, basketball, soccer, any of the adults in the room, could you please stand so we can recognize you? Work and just have an awesome year for our students. So thank you all.
All right, this is always such a hard time for me, and once again, I have an amazing class. So choosing this is like one of the hardest things I have to do all year, because I could give every single one of my students this award, or these two awards. The Positive Attitude Award, I've seen growth with every single one of my students, and I'm so proud of every one of them. There's a couple that do stand out to me, and so I would like to give this award to these students for just being a good friend to their classmates, always being positive, and just being determined and not giving up on things. So I'd like to give this award to Kate Antonovich and Jason Anderson. The next one is academic excellence. Once again, oh my word, this class is like such a super smart, super hardworking group of kids, and I've seen such amazing growth in all of them. Honestly, too, I just gave the positive attitude award. I could totally give this award to them too, but I had to decide. Anyway, but the two that stand out, they work hard, they grow, they came in strong, but they always were determined to grow and learn. In addition to that, and just gave me quality work and did their best. So I would like to give this award to Ava Wallace and Noah St. Bard.
As I'm watching the sister go give hers out, I realized that I could have given two of each. I was only giving one of each. So I'm excited because back in the classroom I'll be able to give a couple more. So for academic excellence, I have a student who always does her best. Every paper is done in very nice penmanship. Her drawing and coloring is great, and she gives her best and has grown so much this year. My academic excellence goes to Luna Lopez. This little one is a friend to all and is kind and willing to help any way she can in the classroom. And my positive attitude award goes to Emmy Blue. second grade, I have two students that were all named Mrs. Rich. Is there any more ma'ams? Mrs. Rich, can I write another story? Mrs. Rich, I don't really want to color, but I would love another math sheet because they love school and their academic work is fabulous and they're heading to third grade and I miss them so much. That's Daphne and Winston. And for second grade, those positive people that always give their best effort. Notice a friend who needs some help or maybe needs to be included can come up and ask if they can put that in the trash for me. They're always positive, they're always willing to help, they're always kind, and that would be Lucy and Cielo.
All right, Mrs. Jones's class, I had an amazing year with you all, and I'm so happy to be able to give some awards here. And as Mrs. Church said, we'll give some other awards out right after this assembly here. So I just want to give a shout out to my positive kids, my students who come into the classroom with their biggest smiles on their faces, willing to learn, and excited to do whatever is on the schedule, and are such a good friend to others in the classroom. I have a second grader named Emily, so Emily comes up. And then I also have two positive awards for Niall and for Logan in first grade. And then we have academic awards for the kids who have worked really hard on their schoolwork and the activities that we've done this school year, and they've always given everything that they do 100%. And I really appreciate these kids being leaders in their schoolwork and always showing quality work. So I have here these academic awards to give to two second graders, and they are Seth and Emily. And then my last academic awards go to two first grade friends, and they are Austin and Adeline.
Hello, good morning, everyone. I am just so thankful to be here today, and I'm so thankful for the year that we've just had at Meadow Glade. And I'm also wanting to say thank you to my kiddos in my classroom for just being amazing and making our classroom a happy place to be. And today for the academic awards in first grade, I would like to recognize Penelope and Presley and Andrew Pesnich. All right, in second grade, we have Ferris Lopez and Zoe Smith for the academic. And for the positive attitude awards, I have 4 kiddos, 2 in first grade and 2 in second grade. And these have just consistently shown smiles, and when they're doing their work and they encourage others, and they're just wonderful to have in the classroom. And in first grade, I have Asher White.
All right, the 3-4, we do a 2 positivity for third grade and 2 positivity for 4th grade. And then we have our academics where we look at GPAs, we look at improvement, and we just look at people that turn in quality work. And again, this year, we've seen so much growth in our 3rd and 4th graders, and we are so very proud of them, and we wish that we could give everybody the award, but unfortunately, we can't. So, positivity I'm going to do first, and in my class, and I believe in the other 2 classes, we do let the students vote for who they think is most positive. In 3rd grade, we have Alex. And in 4th grade, we have Katie. And Nathan. All right, and for academics, these 2 that I have, they got the academic awards, and they have shown so much growth since the beginning of the year, and have done quality work. I have Stella. And Aurora. And then in 4th grade, I have Alexandra. And Geneva.
All right. Mrs. Ducklin's class, I am so proud of every single one of you. Remember, we're going back to the room in just a little bit, and we'll have more awards too, okay? So, for academic excellence in 3rd grade, can I have both Maisie and Artem come on? And then in 4th grade for academic excellence and also for growth in reading, Levi and Abby, please. All right, for our positive attitude awards, these awards were voted on by the students as special talents they see in other people. So these were voted for the kiddos. From the kiddos, here we go. For 4th grade, it is Moses and Marvel. Come on. And then in 3rd grade, can I please have Lexi and Anders, please? All right, this has been such a fun class. We have such great personalities. I'm going to start with my positive attitude awards. This was a really hard decision. The kids that I chose I don't think I've seen them have a bad day. They come in and they are sunshine. In 3rd grade, I would like to give these awards to Sophia and Fran. And in 4th grade, these are kids that come in with a smile, they brighten the room. They have a song on their
colleagues and say, who is it that cheers me up in the morning? Who is it that I notice around the class is just really positive all the time, consistently? The ones that really just lift our spirits and we're glad to be around. We don't ever hear them complaining, that kind of thing. Now, what's really cool as teachers is we don't ever share the results with the students and we don't tell them who's voted for whom, but it's really cool to see when we look at those how many students get votes towards positive attitude. And that's just really something that we appreciate because we see all of you guys all the time. And we see your positivity, but it's neat to see that you guys also recognize that in your classmates. So we have to narrow it down, and since we have done so, I have 4 students in my classroom that are receiving the Positivity Award. And so if you guys could come down, I have Faith, Leo, Alyssa, and Clara.
In my classroom, I've got Pablo, Lisa, Owen, and Sadie. And for my class, I have Judah, Piper, Luke, and Alan. All right, as you guys heard, 7th and 8th graders will get your academic awards from Mr. Canano and Ms. Tina. We also have our classes vote on positive attitude, and I could not agree with these votes more. This was fantastic. And a lot of you guys got votes, but these were the ones who received the most. So for 7th grade, positive attitude was Alan and Kai. All right, and then in 8th grade, again, not surprising at all. Positive attitude was for Lucia and Faith. All right, I do have to say, I love my class. So many positive attitudes. I love the way they walk in the morning and they're all so happy to be there. And when I go to the grocery store and someone says, what grade do you, like, figure out I'm a teacher, what grade do you teach? I'm like, 7th and 8th grade, math and science. They're like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, no, if you had my class, you would love it. So I'm really happy to be doing what I do. For 7th grade, my 2 positive attitude people, and I'm sorry, I only got to pick 2, but I do agree with these votes. So my 2 positive people for 7th grade are Wesley Dussel and Marie. And for 8th grade, I have Emery Heinrichs and Angelica Tyler.
All right, and my class for 7th grade was Alana and Julia. And 8th grade was Ella and JC.
Well, yes, I am still on. Good. Now comes for academic honors and high honors for this school year. We are going to distribute awards based on honors. That's students who received a cumulative GPA of 3.5 to 3.74 during the school year. These are not by classroom order necessarily, so just when you hear your name, please come up and we will hand you your certificate. And then we will do high honors, that is students who are at a cumulative GPA for the school year of 3.75 to 4.08.
Okay, we're starting in 5th grade. And I'm going to read all the names at the end. We have a large stack to go through. Emmanuel Diaz. Niat Makonnen, who's not here. Asaf Yuri. Jana Schetz. That was for honors. This is for high honors in 5th grade. Penelope On. Bjorn Anderson. Kate Dietrich. Blake West. Okay, you. Lincoln Holt. Annabelle Carlish. Annabelle Hubbard. Wade Justice. Ellie Knight. Paisley Conan. Sadie Lake. Adeline Lee. Owen Laughlin. Austin Matkin. Graham Mayer. Alyssa Metcalf. Maddox Moore. Oliver Phelan. Nathaniel Smith. Luke Sterling. Brooklyn Hall. And Clark Wysong. Sixth grade honors. Emily Grace. David Lemus. Theo Ome. Anthony Hopkins. Heather Rodas. Lyric Winger. And Stephen Will. High honors for 6th grade. Vincent Blumenberg. Sarah Austin. Faith Gibson. Piper Houghton. Lisa Matakime. Violet Melendez. Brecken Pritchard. Seventh grade honors. Russell Dovich. Ashton Heller. Rachel Kuzmich. Julia Orshina. Eleanor Perez. Rocio Perez Mendoza. Sophie Speaker. And seventh grade high honors. Emma McCrowley. Kai Carter. Cooper Dietrich. Oliver Powell. Wesley Chesel. Alana Knight. Alexandra Pizzera. Hannah Lee. Olivia McGill. Taylor Metcalf. Micah Nazareth. Madeline Stevens. Peyton Robbins. Alan Santos Perez. Sage Schaller. And Zachary Walker. Eighth grade honors. Kiera Gibbons. Faith Guardado. Edward Kalachek. Sarush Kami. Corbin Pritchard. Ella Squires. And Ricky Winslow. High honors in eighth grade. Beckham On. Halsey Anderson. Malia Bluehurst. Angelica Kensler. Aubrey Hoffman. Aubrey Franks. Luke Gibson. Emery Heinrichs. JC Houghton. Jaden Fiddler. Annalise Franson. Camden Remedius. Eliana Stiglart. Elsa Swanger. Peyton White. Riley Richard. Isaac Blue. James Yan. Lucia Hunter. Olivia Zanetta. And Zoe Wilkins.
All right. Congratulations for this achievement and this honor. Our 8th graders will be receiving additional recognition tomorrow night for graduation for the President's Award of Educational Excellence, and we'll share more tomorrow night. At this time, we're going to do one of my special awards that I really love distributing, and that's students who have chosen to say yes to Jesus. They have chosen to get baptized either this summer before they started the school year or during the school year. And so we have those certificates of presentation. Students, if you have been baptized during the school year and you were not recognized today, or families, if you know your child's been baptized this year and they were not recognized, please forgive the oversight. We reach out to all of our local churches and we gather that information. So if they got missed, we apologize. Just reach out and we'll make sure that they get that recognition and that certificate. You get the certificate along with a pen for choosing baptism. We're going to also recognize the students who are getting baptized after the school year is over. And so we're going to recognize them as well. And we got, I think, 4 or 5 people getting baptized this summer. So we're just going to take care of that today as well. All right. Our first student is Becca on. Emmanuel Diaz. Blake Black. Casey Houghton. Hyper Houghton. Olivia McGill. Violet Melendez. Brandon Rodriguez. Olivia Santiago. Olivia Stallings. All right, I do want to give a shout out to our pastors of our constituency. These baptisms don't happen through me, they happen through the work of our pastors, and I see Pastor Evans here. Can we just give him some appreciation? For them to make this decision to be a part of the Christian family and enjoy the life of Jesus. So thank you for your work, Pastor Adam, and to all of our pastors. At this time, I'm going to invite our Vice President for Education, Lord Conference, to come up. Oh, did you step away? Okay, that's okay. We're going to pivot to recognitions at this time. We have some dearly departed faculty members who are going to be leading us up in the school year. And so we just want to give them some recognition. And so on behalf of the Home School Association, we want to recognize some teachers who have And so the first person we're going to recognize is Mrs. Nagel, who's It's been an honor and privilege to work with Mrs. Nagel. I actually have the honor of knowing her for over 22 years. She and I started working across the river in a little town called Scappoose in 2004. So it's been a joy. So thank you, Mrs. Nagel. The next teacher we'd like to recognize is Mrs. Taylor. One of the things that I've always admired about you, Mrs. Taylor, is just the fact of your calm demeanor and presence with all people involved. Like nothing gets over you. Like you're unflappable. And it's just amazing to see how your students adore you, love you, they learn. And we just want to say thank you so much for your service and time with us. Mrs. Taylor's been with us for 8 years, and we wish her the best as she transitions to motherhood full time. So thank you. And yes, my friend, Coach McLaughlin, could you come up? Josh, you and I have known each other for just 12 years. In those 12 years, you had such a positive influence on my life. And I can't imagine the positive influence you have on so many of these students' lives because you've been with us for 22 years. Yes, that is amazing. Here's what makes Coach Matt stand out from every other physical education teacher I've ever interacted with in my 31 years of working with teachers. Coach Matt was the first teacher I ever met as a PE teacher who actually would lead his students in worship. Actually praying with his students before they would start class. And to me, that is significant. For a PE teacher, not to just care about athletics, not to just care about how they learn the skill correctly, to throw that ball or kick that ball or to climb whatever it is that they need to climb, but to care for their character and their spiritual formation. For that, I'm forever grateful for you, Coach Matt. Thank you for your service and your ministry to us, and we wish you Godspeed as you go on to your next journey. Because he has a special recognition that he brought together.
While we're opening this up, I think there needs to be a huge award for all the parents that are here. You guys show up. You guys help with the homework. You drive to and from school. And I am just in awe to see a bleacher full of parents this morning. So students, this is our opportunity to cheer for mom and dad. I know for a fact, because I've heard it from parents, I've heard it from students, that math and science at Meadow Glade is awesome. And I have to say this, not all students at all schools feel the same about math and science like you guys do. And it takes a special person to make math and science sometimes. For some of us that don't like math and science, it takes a special person to help inspire us through interesting lessons, through engaging conversation. And I've got to know Mrs. Nagel just a little bit. She worked in my office my first year I was here. And then she left me for you guys, so you guys benefited and I had the loss. We are honoring Mrs. Nagel because she is, I almost said she is quitting, she's retiring. I believe way too soon. I believe she has at least 15, 20 years of relevancy in the classroom. But she is choosing to enjoy her years in her prime. And I applaud her for that. This is a happy, sad moment. I have a plaque here, and it says this: in recognition for years of service, thank you for your commitment to Adventist Christian education at the Oregon Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. In honor of 22 years in teaching ministry and 2 years of service here at Meadow Glade Adventist Elementary School. I'd like to present this to Mrs. Nagel.
All right, we have one last recognition. We're going to ask Krista Taylor to come up one more time. Yes, Mrs. Taylor, come on up. We asked the students who invite to welcome you. So we're going to invite Mrs. Taylor's class to come up. Got a special thing they'd like to do for you here this morning.
I'd just like to thank Miss Taylor with a short message. Miss Taylor, thank you for being such an amazing teacher to so many kids. Your beautiful heart will be greatly missed here at Meadow Glade. We are so happy for you and your family. Please join us in a round of applause for Miss Taylor.
Good morning. So today we're going to celebrate the memories and friendships and events and moments that made our school year unforgettable. We have a short slideshow to share with you. It's a recap of the activities that happened since the yearbook was submitted. So these pictures did not make it to the yearbook. So we thought they deserved their recognition because they happened after we processed the yearbook. See if you can find yourself. We're going to try to go through them a little bit slow. In a moment. All right, if I can please have yearbook staff come up. And the lights on, please. All right, this year would not have existed without the hard work of this yearbook staff. We also have Ricky that's missing, but she's there up on our slide. We spent lots of months organizing, deciding theme, making it look, what was it, Isaac, clean. Everything had to look clean. And every year, the yearbook staff we design pages and captured memories. We hope that you like it when they come to you. But every year, the yearbook chooses a person who has made a lasting impact on our school community.
If walls could talk, they would say a lot about this person.
If the school buses could talk, they would have endless stories about this person.
This person has helped our school grow through big projects,
small repairs, unexpected challenges, and everyday needs.
Many of us may not realize how much we depend on this person until something needs fixing or someone needs help.
It is our privilege to dedicate this yearbook to Mr. Caleb Browning. Always behind the scenes and making sure things are working. All right, so thank you, Mr. Browning, for all that you do for us. So teachers, we have your yearbooks. We're going to deliver them back in the class. Just make sure to grab the personalized ones that are wrapped for you, like we talked about this morning. And we hope you have a good year.
All right, thank you so much. This concludes our awards assembly. More to come at 8th grade graduation tomorrow night. We're going to dismiss at this time, and we're going to dismiss by rows. So we're going to dismiss kindergarten, and first and second, Mrs. Rich, Mrs. Kiwe,